Hello student, welcome you all. Today we start the second chapter, that is raster scan graphics. In this chapter we will discuss the subtopic, that is first topic is basic concept in line drawing, second circle generating algorithm, third polygons and its types, then fourth scan conversion frame buffer, and fifth one is character generation method. After completion of this chapter, we will able to getting the unit outcome, that is the first unit outcome is write a program to draw a line using the given algorithm. Second, use the given algorithm to rasterize the given line. Third, apply the given algorithm to generate the circle. Fourth, draw the polygon using the given algorithm. And fifth one is apply character generation method to display the given character. In the today's session, we discuss the first topic, that is basic concept in line drawing. The line is a straight object with no curves, no thickness, and it extends in both directions without end. If it does have ends, it is called a line segment. Means a line is a straight object which having no curves, no thickness, and it extends in both the directions without end. If it does have ends, means if it connected to the two endpoints, then it is called as a line segment. A vector is a quantity having direction as well as magnitude. Means a line segment or a line is a vector and is in quantity having directions as well as magnitude. The process of turning on the pixel for a line segment is called vector generation or line generation. Means to finding out the pixels in a line segment is called as a vector generation or line generation, and the algorithm for them are known as vector generation algorithm and line generation algorithm. So before discussing specific line drawing algorithm, it is useful to note the general requirement for such algorithm. These requirements specify the desired characteristics of line. Then first characteristics or first requirement is the line should appear as a straight line and it should start and end accurately. Okay, so line is connected from two endpoints, that is if a line having two endpoints and is line connected to these points is known as line segment, and this line is a straight line. The line should be displayed with constant brightness along its length independent of its length and orientation. Means a line should be displayed with a constant brightness along its length independent of its length and orientation. Okay, the line should be drawn rapidly. Here you see that a first image, that is vertical and horizontal lines. This one is a vertical line and this is the horizontal line. Then second, this is the 45-degree line. This one is a 45-degree line. And see, lines with other orientation means they are having no vertical and no horizontal, there is other orientation. Okay, then as shown in the figure, horizontal and vertical lines are straight and have same width, but in 45-degree line is straight but its width is not constant. Means the horizontal and vertical lines are a straight line and 45-degree line is a not straight line, and but its width is not constant. Okay. Then sorry, in 45-degree line is straight but its width is not constant. On the other hand, the line with any other orientation is neither straight nor has same width. Means in the C diagram, that is line with other orientation with no horizontal and no vertical, this is having a other orientation diagram. Means other orientation is neither straight nor has same width. In such cases are due to the finite resolution of display, and we have to accept the approximate pixel in such situation shown in the figure. Okay, means here is the one pixel and we find out the another pixel with the help of this pixel. Means approximate pixel is find out. Okay, then the brightness of the line is dependent on the orientation of line. We can observe that the effective spacing between pixels for the 45-degree line is greater than for the vertical and the horizontal lines. This will make the vertical and horizontal lines appear brighter than the 45-degree line. The second concept is line drawing algorithm. Most line drawing algorithms use incremental approach, or it uses the incremental methods. In this method, lines start with starting point and then a fixed increment is added to the current point to get the next point on the line. Means here you see that the x1 and y1 and x2 and y2 are the coordinate of the line and the pixel, and in between x1 and x2 there is a point, that is floating point, and this is known as the incremental point. Means to reach the end points we find out in between points, we find out the floating point in between the x1 and x2, and this is known as the incremental. Okay, then in this method the line starts with starting point and then fixed increment is added to the current point and to reach the end points. This is continued till the end of the line. Okay. Then line drawing algorithm are classified as DDA, that is Digital Differential Analyzer algorithm, and second one is Besham's algorithm. The first algorithm is known as Digital Differential Analyzer algorithm. It is a line drawing algorithm. It is a scan conversion method for drawing a line. It is an incremental approach, means by taking previous coordinate with the help the line can be incremented. If you want to draw a line, you need all the points on that line. You require those points. DDA algorithm is an incremental approach. Why we calling is an incremental approach? Because to find out the next point, we require the previous point. Okay, means DDA is a, you have to remember that the DDA is a scan conversion method which is used for drawing the line segment on the screen. It follows an incremental approach, means by taking the previous coordinate, else the line can be incremented, and if you want to draw a line, you need all the points on that line. You require those points. DDA algorithm is an incremental approach. Okay. Difference in pixel point is to be analyzed that according to that the line can be drawn. So if you want to draw the line onto the graph, this one is the starting point and this one is the ending point. To reach the ending point, we have to find out the incremental floating point. Means to reach this end point, we have to find out this point, that is this incremental floating point. So with the help of floating point, that line segment can be drawn. So before understanding the DDA algorithm, we must understand what is line and how it is defined first. So in this lecture, I want to explain the introduction part of this DDA, and after that algorithm, and after that example. So with the help of coordinate, the line equation is formed. Means here with the help of these coordinates, the line equation is formed, that is y is equal to mx plus b. Okay. Y is equal to mx plus b. Means m is nothing but the slope of the line. M is nothing but the difference in y coordinate upon difference in x coordinate. Okay, then m is nothing but difference in y coordinate and difference in x coordinate, that is delta y is equal to y2 minus y1 and delta x is equal to x2 minus x1. Means y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 is nothing but the slope of the line, that is m is equal to delta y upon delta x. Here we call that delta y is equal to dy and delta x is called as a dx. Okay, the above differential equation can be used to obtain a rasterized straight line. For any given x interval delta x along a line, we can compute the corresponding y interval delta y from equation 1 as. Means we find out the dy is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 and delta x here is goes to the here, that is delta y is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 into delta x. Similarly, we can obtain the x interval, that is delta x, corresponding to the specified delta y as delta x is equal to x2 minus x1 upon y2 minus y1 into delta y. Okay. Once the interval are known, the values for the next x and next y on this straight line can be obtained as follows. Means here is the next point is equal to previous point plus delta x is equal to xi plus delta, put the equation, that is x2 minus x1 upon y2 minus y1 into delta x, and here is the second equation, that is y, the next point, that is y1 next point is equal to previous point plus delta y is equal to y1, and put the equation of the delta y here. Okay, then the equation of 4 and 5 represent the recursion relation for successive values of x and y along the required line. Such a way of rasterizing a line is called as a digital differential analyzer. For example, for simple, DDA is either delta x or delta y. Whichever is larger is chosen as one raster unit, that is, if delta x is greater than delta y, then delta x is equal to 1, else delta y is equal to 1. Means Here, if slope of the line is less than 1 is equal to x increments, means the straight line, that is x1 and y1 and x2 and y2, and suppose the first point is x1, then next point, that is x2, then next is x3, means we find out the difference in between the x2 and x1. Suppose x1 is equal to 2 and x1 is equal to 2 and x2 is equal to 3, then we find out the difference, that is x2 minus x1 is equal to 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Then so the m is less than, if m is less than 1, then x is incremented, that is delta x is equal to 1. Means if the delta x is greater than is equal to delta y, then delta x is equal to 1, that is delta x, x1, value of x1 and value of x is incremented, else value of y is incremented. With this simplification, if the delta x is incremented, then we have, that is delta x is equal to 1, means x2 minus x1 is equal to 1. So we find out the next point, that is x2 is equal to x1 plus 1. Simplification of this equation, we get the x2, that is next point, is equal to previous point plus 1. Here is the x2 minus x1 is equal to 1. Then we simplified this equation, that is the next point is equal to previous point plus 1, and then we find out the yth equation, that is if m is equal to y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1, then if the x2 minus x1, that is delta x, is equal to 1, then the equation is to be y2 minus y1 upon 1 is equal to m. To solve this equation, y2 is equal to m plus y1, means the next, that is next point is equal to previous point plus m. M is nothing but y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 into delta x. Here m is nothing but delta y upon delta x, means m is nothing but the y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1 into delta x, that is we find out the delta y. Okay, then if the delta y is equal to 1, then we have the next point, that is y's next point, is equal to y's previous point plus 1, means delta y is equal to 1, means y2 minus y1 is equal to 1. y2 means next point and y1 means previous point. Okay, means y2 is equal to y1 plus 1. Okay, here we find out the x, that is next x point. Then here is the equation is xi plus 1, means x2 is equal to x1 plus m. M means x2 minus x1 upon y2 minus y1 delta x. With the simplification of this equation, we get this equation, that is x2 minus x1 upon y2 minus y1 into delta x. Okay, then we discuss about, then the next one is DDA line algorithm. The first step is read the line endpoint, that is x1, y1 and x2, y2 such that they are not equal. If equal, then plot that point and exit. Means if the x1 and y1 and x2, y1 is not equal, if they are equal, then plot the point and exit. Okay, exit. Then next one is the calculate. Here is the DDA line algorithm. the first step is get the input of two endpoints, that is x1 y1 and x2 y2, such that they are not equal. If these are equal, then plot this point and exit. If these endpoints is not equal, then go to the step 2, that is to find out the delta x and delta y. The delta x is nothing but difference between x coordinate and delta y is nothing but difference between y coordinate. Then go to the step 3. If delta x is greater than delta y, then length is equal to delta x, else length is equal to delta y. Means we find out the floating point in between the first and end point, and how many steps are required to find out these steps is nothing but the length. And the third step, we find out the step, that is if the delta x is greater than delta y, then step is equal to delta x, else step is equal to delta y. Then go to the step 4. Here is delta x here is calculate the increment x coordinate and y coordinate. Okay, means delta x is equal to x2 minus x1 upon length and delta y is equal to y2 minus y1 upon length. This makes either delta x or delta y equal to 1 because the length is either x2 minus x1 or y2 minus y1. The incremental value for either x or y is 1. Okay, means x2 minus x1 or y2 minus y1, the incremental value of either x or y is 1. Okay, then go to the step 5. The step 5, x is equal to x1 plus 0.5 into sine of delta x and y is equal to y1 plus 0.5 into sine of delta y. These two steps, that is step 5, these x and y find x y points are the optional. The factor 0.5 is added to round the values. Into sine is a function, it returns -1 if delta x is less than 0 or delta y is less than 0, and returns 1 if delta x is greater than 0 or delta y is greater than 0. Then go to the step 6, that is put the pixel by successfully incrementing x and y coordinates accordingly and complete the drawing of a line. Here is the 6th point, means here is the basic syntax of the digital differential analyzer. I is equal to 1, begin this loop. In this loop, points are plotted. Then 7, while I is less than length, then plot the integer x and integer y. X is equal to x plus delta x and y is equal to y plus delta y. I is equal to I plus 1 and then 1 is a stop. In 7th step, while I is less than length, means I is less than the end point, then plot the integer x and the integer y, and then the x increment and y increment is added, and I is equal to I plus 1. I is equal to I plus 1 is repeated till we finding the end points. Okay, then the 8 is the stop. Here is the example of DDA algorithm, that is consider the line from 0 0 to 4 6. Use the simple DDA algorithm to rasterize this line. x1 is equal to 0, x2 is equal to 4. y1 is equal to 0 and y2 is equal to 6. Length is equal to y2 minus y1 is equal to 6. Means we find out the steps. That steps, if the delta x is greater than delta y, then step is equal to delta x. Otherwise step is equal to delta y. Here is the step is equal to 6 because delta y is greater than delta x. Okay. Then delta x is equal to x2 minus x1 upon ln is equal to 4 upon 6, and delta y is equal to y2 minus y1 upon ln is equal to 6 upon 6 is equal to 1. Initial values for x is equal to 0 plus 0.5 into sine in between bracket 4 upon 6 is equal to 0.5 and y is equal to 0.5. Here is the tabulated the result of each iteration in the step 6. We get in first 0.5, y is equal to 0.5, plot is 0 0, then 2 is the 1 1, that is 1 round figure, we get the round figure. Then next is the 1 2, that is 1 and 2, 2 3, 2 and 3, 3 4, 3.167 and 4.5 in 3 and 4, and then and 6 step is 6 is 3 and 5. Means we plot the 3 5, that is x is 3.833 and y is 5.5. Here is the this is the end point, that is 4.5 and 6.5. Means we require the step 6, that is 1 2 3 4.5 4 5 and 6. Here is the step is this, we require the find out the step, that is 6, and we require also 6. Okay. Then here is the figure, that is the plotted point 0 0, then 1 1. Here is the this is the first and this is the last pixel, and we find out this in between pixel. Okay. This is known as the example. Then advantages and disadvantages of the DD algorithm. Advantages of DD algorithm is, first advantage is it is the simplest algorithm and it does not require special skills for implementation. Second one, it is a faster method for calculating pixel position than the direct use of equation, that is y is equal to mx plus b. It eliminates the multiplication in the equation by making use of raster characteristics so that appropriate increments are applied the x or y direction to find the pixel position along the line path. The disadvantages of the DD algorithm is floating point arithmetic in DD algorithm is still time consuming, and second one is the algorithm is orientation dependent, hence endpoint accuracy is poor. Okay, this is the advantages and disadvantages of the DD algorithm. Then then the next example, so you solve the example, that is the x1 and y1 coordinate, that is the 2 and 2 and 5 and 2, that is x1 is equal to 2, x2 is equal to 5, y1 is equal to 2 and y2 is equal to 2. So you find this example, or you solve this example and find the pixel. Okay. Then thank you so much for listening this. If any doubt, please contact me. Thank you so much. Example, you solve This two example by using DDA line algorithm. Here is the endpoints, that is x1 y1 and x2 y2 coordinates, and you find out the in between points, that is in between pixel, and complete the line, that is starting and end point. By using in between points you complete the line. Okay, thank you so much. If any doubt, then please contact me. Thank you so much.